That's what a Chicago sunroof is. Now you know.
You are not Kevin Costner.
I was last night.
One more.
Each week we break down another Better Call Saul episode in order. This week we've reached the season 1 finale. You'll have to wait 2 weeks for the start of season 2, but I'll still be in touch in other ways, so now's a great time to subscribe so you don't miss anything. But first, I've got several scams to uncover and 34 details you might not know in season 1, episode 10.
Marco!
We begin in Cicero 1992, right after the flashback in Nacho, so we're going to have to wait a little longer to see the Chuck and Jimmy fallout.
There's a trick, huh?
There is. As you'll see with the outtakes at the end, the trick is doing it over and over until you get it right.
So you give up?
Yeah, all right.
Wait, what?
Show me that again.
Sure. You got another 20?
Screw this.
Don't go away, man.
Look what the wind blew in.
I actually haven't counted this yet, so now's a good time, even though he's leaving Slippin' Jimmy behind. And I need to add Card Fairy to the list, which I didn't catch when it
A
happened.
surprise from the card fairy.
Jimmy, my man, I said you would beat the rap. Hey, Myrna, set him up.
I came here to say goodbye. I'm moving to Albuquerque, New Mexico.
You skip bail.
New Mexico. Bugs Bunny and the Roadrunner.
Jimmy already referenced Bugs Bunny in the earlier flashback, but it still counts.
And now you're talking crazy.
I didn't beat the rap. Chuck flew in and saved my ass. It's time to make some changes.
You're slipping Jimmy.
You're slipping Jimmy.
It's time to grow up.
Yeah, according to who, Chuck?
Same goes for you, man. You want to spend the rest of your life on that stool? That's him. I gotta hit it.
Jeez, his master's voice.
That's probably a nod to this famous painting featuring a dog named Nipper.
Tell Chuckles that you got some business here for God.
Marco also likes colorful references, as that's probably Chuckles the Clown.
Chuckles the Clown was just killed.
From what was once considered the best episode of any TV show.
Maybe we'll pull that tar money scam you were talking about.
This is a scam where you try to sell money-sized paper that you claim is stained but can be cleaned with the right chemicals.
Chuck's not making me do this. He's giving me an opportunity, and I'm grabbing it.
It's like watching Miles Davis give up the trumpet.
What does that even mean?
Miles Davis did go into seclusion for 5 years, and people thought he had quit the trumpet.
I'm gonna fly out there, I'm gonna get settled, and I'll call you.
Hey, have a safe flight, all right?
Episode 10 has what's to me the most memorable intro, Saul's World's Best Lawyer mug shattering. They brought in a phantom camera for slow motion montage shots in this episode and figured they might as well use it here as well. Now that we've seen 10 different intros, which one is your favorite?
I'm taking your advice. I'm giving the case to HHM.
Why?
The fact that Chuck doesn't want me here has something to do with it.
I'm so sorry.
Why didn't you just tell me?
I didn't want you hating your own brother.
And she was okay with him hating her instead, which is quite noble.
How'd you find out? Did Kim tell you?
I figured it out on my own.
Howard's gotta believe that Kim told him, which is a shame. Jimmy could have told him about his phone call detective work.
I never wanted it to go this way. If it had been up to me, we would have at least...
Howard, I get it.
The writers likened Howard to Gretchen and Elliot from Breaking Bad in that the main character's hatred causes the audience to hate them as well without knowing the full story.
Sorry I called you a pig fucker.
Well, we owe you some money.
I've got something for you, too. It's a shopping list for Chuck.
You've been doing all of this every day?
Howard just got more impressed by Jimmy and probably more suspicious of Chuck's judgment.
You'll take care of this?
I'll get it done, and done right. I always liked you, Jimmy. Remember? I used to call you Charlie Hustle.
Besides other potential issues with the nickname, this does feel a little demeaning, and Jimmy's face shows it. Here we come full circle with the garbage can shot.
I'm sorry I yelled at you.
That's the first time we've seen them hug.
That was nice.
You sure you're all right?
He's my brother. He thinks I'm a scumbag. There's nothing I can do to change that.
Wow, that's mature.
Dalai Lama's got nothing on me.
Who's ready for overanalyzing the bingo scene?
Oh, 64!
It's the Veronica Lake lookalike again. They shot this scene and the similar scene from Bingo on consecutive days.
Next up, N32!
This is the Senator Bingo system, although every model appears to have the blower built into the cabinet, so it looks like the show enhanced the machine for dramatic effect. When a ball is placed in a tray slot, that number flashes on the flashboard, and I-22 was never called, so this lady's cheating.
N as in Nancy, Reagan. Anybody else seen Hellcats in the Navy?
This was the only movie featuring both Ronald and Nancy Reagan as actors.
B2, just like the B2 bomber. Still no winners? B4, another B. All right. And here comes...
There are some continuity errors with the balls that are sometimes stuck in the chute, and one of the close-ups of the balls is actually playing backwards, although I can't tell which one.
Hey, it's our old friend B! B12. B, the trail.
Here he's still holding B12, yet B12 is already in the tray slot.
Benedict Arnold betrayed the United States.
Whoa, did you see the bingo blower slide? It's a visual effect gone wrong, although I don't know why they faked it here.
Still no winners.
Just like in the bingo episode, the mic isn't hooked up.
Okay.
All the crappy audio sounds were added in post.
Oh, what are the odds?
Here are the odds. Before this run, 11 non-B balls had been drawn, leaving 64 balls, 15 of which were Bs. The odds of drawing the first B were quite good. The odds of drawing the first 2 in a row were only 5.2%.
4 Bs in a row. That's
0.2%.
B7. B as in brother. 7 prizes for 7 brothers. And hey, here's another B. B5 as in battleship. B as in Bourbon, B as in Belize.
I'll send you to Belize.
I would love to go there. Let's face it, that's never gonna happen. None of us is ever leaving this godforsaken wasteland.
I see you getting ready to complain about what I count as colorful references. Sorry, the decisions are final, unless you find one I missed.
What is it with this place? It's like living inside an easy bake oven. It's like a soulless, radioactive Georgia O'Keeffe hellscape out there.
Georgia O'Keeffe. Georgia O'Keeffe?
You ever see the movie The Hills Have Eyes? It's a documentary. God forbid your car breaks down. You have to walk 10 steps. You got a melanoma the size of a pineapple where your head used to be.
The extras did not appreciate Bob trash-talking Albuquerque like this.
Why do I live here? Why?
Excuse me? Are you going to read that number?
Yeah, I'm gonna read your number. It's another friggin' B. What? Of course. Why not?
The odds of drawing 6 Bs in a row at this point were about 1 in 15,000, similar to the chance of being struck by lightning once in your lifetime in the US.
And the next number? Quick question. Who here knows what a Chicago sunroof is? Back home, there was this guy named Chet. Now, Chet was a real asshole. He might have slept with my wife.
My wife? Oh yeah.
I caught my second wife screwing my stepdad.
Chet certainly wasn't his stepdad, so this must be a different wife. There's also this, but it's a deleted scene, so it doesn't have to be canon.
3 marriages. You think I haven't been here?
We'll see if the writers address this again.
So one summer evening, I was out having a few drinks. Who do I see? Chet. He double parked outside a Dairy Queen and went in to get some soft serve. I climbed up top, and I may have defecated through the sunroof.
B2 is now flashing instead of B5 like earlier. Other than that and N42 sometimes disappearing, they did a great job with flashboard continuity.
That's what a Chicago sunroof is. Now you know. It's a real thing. Not the first person to do it. There's a name for it.
Now there is, but the writers made it up.
Guy wanted some soft serve. I gave him some soft serve. I did not know that his children were in the back seat. There was a level of tint on the windows that I'll maintain to this day was not legal in an Illinois licensed vehicle. He's got the DA saying indecent exposure, calling me a sex offender. What?
The day he moved in, he took an ad out in the local newspaper.
Hello, I'm Larry Cleast. I'm a rapist. Are you interested?
One little Chicago sunroof, and suddenly I'm Charles Manson?
Bob was Charles Manson several times on the Ben Stiller Show.
I've been paying for it ever since. That's why I'm here.
Doing this monologue was the scariest moment for Bob in the entire season. They filmed the end of this scene first, as Bob would need the most energy, but also because they were worried about the senior citizens getting tired. A lot of the previous close-ups on Bob were filmed last without the extras present.
You know what? Kitty cat notebooks for everybody.
You can see the reflection of a crew member here. Check out the inflatable back there. Gray feels like an odd choice. The show made this cursed Arno's logo, and Vince joked that it looks like production designer Tony Fanning. Could that have been intentional? In real life, this is a German-American club in Albuquerque over on Manal, the same street as the fictional
Tampico furniture over Manal.
What can I get you?
Old Style.
Old Style is an iconic Chicago beer, so this was a good choice.
What happened to Murdoch?
She don't come in much anymore.
Tell her Slippin' Jimmy says hello.
Slippin' Jimmy.
She'll know.
Marco Polo.
Wake up, you fat son of a bitch.
Marco loves Jimmy and wants his approval, so in some ways their relationship mirrors Chuck and Jimmy's relationship.
10 years in the desert, you should look like Anthony Quinn in Lawrence of Arabia.
The Turks pay me a golden treasure, yet I am poor, because I am a river to my people.
An early version of this episode didn't involve Marco, but rather Jimmy going to a casino. They invented Marco when episode 4 ended up about 8 minutes too short, and they fixed it by adding the flashback scene.
Speaking of pale sons of bitches, how's your brother doing?
Chuck's fine. What about you? Lake Michigan standpipe?
My brother-in-law owns a company.
Mel Rodriguez, who plays Marco, doesn't have a Chicago accent. He had 2 days to learn one and did it by watching YouTube videos, mostly Dennis Franz from NYPD Blue.
When was the last time you tried going on a wagon? When's the last time you tried growing tits?
Excuse me. How's your mom?
She passed away about 3 years ago.
Funeral out there?
No, it was here.
You're in town, you didn't look me up.
Ouch.
See a regular?
No.
You're buying. I'm selling.
It seems like Jimmy gets this going as a way to make up for Marco's hurt feelings, which makes me wonder how much of this was premeditated. What was Jimmy's original goal of going back home? Regardless, it ends up being a delayed reaction to Chuck's betrayal, which fits with the advice he'll later give Walt: break bad to get over your feelings.
Back on the horse and do what you do best. Get cooking.
He's supposed to be facing right.
Okay, so why is this one facing left?
In '64, they decided to change the Lincoln $50 into the Kennedy $50.
Kennedy replaced Ben Franklin, but perhaps he's intentionally getting this detail wrong. There were earlier Lincoln $50.
They put Kennedy facing right, facing east, just the way they had Lincoln. The spirit of the dead person faces the rising sun. You know, it's a death thing. It's a burial thing.
This guy and the bartender and Myrna in the flashback are Chicago actors who they brought in to add some authenticity to the scene.
But there's one technician in the Denver Met. He flipped things around so that Kennedy was facing west towards the new frontier. You mind, buddy? We're having a private conversation here. I'd say it's worth $600 or $800. I'm hard up, so I'll take $100 for it. I'm gonna go drain the snake. Think about it.
This guy's playing me, right?
Definitely.
You know what? I know this guy on Wabash, coin dealer, in front of my uncle's. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, it's Alvin, Dave Tanner's nephew. I got this guy spinning this cock and bull story about this 50-cent piece he's trying to sell. Kennedy's supposed to be facing west or something. Yeah?
Marco called time and temperature, which used to be more common, although you can still call numbers such as the following.
At the tone, Eastern Daylight Time, 21 hours, 33 minutes, 15 seconds.
The voice is actor Fred Covington, who recorded all the permutations in 1978.
Thank you. I owe you one.
So what'd he say?
He didn't really know much. Look, I got $64 right here.
It's an $800 coin.
If you wait for me, I'll get you $100.
I don't know.
Okay.
I got 110 right here.
Sold. No. This guy's got the cash.
You come back in here and your ass is grass. I got friends, buddy.
The writers came up with this scam, and at the time they wrote this episode, it probably wouldn't have worked due to the prevalence of smartphones, but for 2002, this was reasonable.
You are so beautiful.
The style of this montage was inspired by Slavko Vorkapik, a montage pioneer from movies 100 years ago. Peter Gould originally wanted Marco Pasternak to be Marco Vorkapik, but the lawyers said no.
Can you keep a secret? Edie Abbasi.
I think he's referencing Detective Abbasi from 5-0.
He's a Nigerian prince. The dictatorship of Equatorial Ukbar Orbis is detaining him.
This is a reference to Talon Ukbar Orbis Tertius, a short story from 1940.
The banks have frozen their
Assets. I'm talking Irish sweeps tickets.
The earlier $50 scam is a variation of what's called the fiddle game, and here it appears they're doing it again with an actual fiddle. Here's where they use that phantom camera for slow motion.
What's coming next?
Hey, kid, help me get my wife's car to this bad neighborhood.
That's a nod to Repo Man, used to trick Otto into repoing a car.
Hey, kid, I can't leave her car in this bad area.
It's unclear how Marco and Jimmy would apply this scam, though.
Sir, could you help me? Tell me, are these today's numbers?
The skyline doesn't match 2002 Chicago, as this is the Trump International Hotel and Tower, completed in 2008. At the time, it would have been the Chicago Sun-Times building, which was demolished in 2004. There's the tar money scam they wanted to try 10 years ago.
He coated the cash with this black stuff.
The only way to get it off is with this special chemical.
It's not cheap.
You know, the guy in Dances with Wolves?
That guy is Kevin Costner.
The price is right.
It's a win-win for you.
This kaleidoscope effect was done in camera with a special old lens filter. You'll see an outtake from that at the end of this video.
Can you keep a secret?
Hey, you are not Kevin Costner.
I was last night.
Jesus.
Although we never hear her name, it's apparently Sabrina, and she is a Breaking Bad character.
I once convinced a woman that I was Kevin Costner, and it worked because I believed it.
I mean, seriously?
The whole Bob Odenkirk Kevin Costner thing started back in 1992 when he played him on The Ben Stiller Show.
The Step Aerobic System by Kevin Costner. Okay, feel yourself scalping that weight away. Scalp it off. Scalp it off.
He's not Kevin Costner. What?
We already knew Marco was a Russian Peter Frampton fan, but you can add Uriah Heep to the list. In a behind-the-scenes photo, we can also get a glimpse of a Marty Robbins album with the El Paso song from Felina.
So, are you sure he's not a manager? Does this look like a manager's place? Screw you.
If you build it, I will come.
If you build it, he will come.
You have 15 messages.
So what's it gonna be today, pal?
I'm up for anything and everything.
The orange juice here could be foreshadowing, like with oranges elsewhere in the Breaking Bad universe and The Godfather.
Marco, I'm sorry, I gotta go back. You hate it out there. What do you gotta go back to?
My clients.
What are you, like a gigolo or something?
We're concerned about solicitation on the premises.
I'm not a gigolo, if that's what you're implying. I'm a lawyer.
What? Slippin' Jimmy's a lawyer?
That's like a chimp with a machine gun.
You gotta be king of the desert.
Look on my works, ye mighty and despair.
Driving around town in a white caddy.
A white caddy, you say? Now we know who planted the seed.
Making bank.
I'm not making bank.
You're doing it wrong.
Well, I'm building something.
Build it out here. I mean, lawyers in Chicago make plenty.
Chuck's in Albuquerque.
Chuck's a stuck-up douchebag. I hate to break it to you, but he doesn't even like you.
He's my brother.
Okay. You gotta go back, but this is the last one. I bet we break $1,000 easy.
Michael McKean sold fake Rolexes in Short Circuit 2.
No doubt you've seen these fine chronometers on sale at Tiffany's. My special price to you today, $39.95.
I could lend you some cash.
I don't need the money, Jimmy. I need this. Give me this, man. Just one last time. Come on.
Not being hypnotized.
No, okay. One more. Okay. One more.
Hey.
No. Come on.
Marco's humming Smoke on the Water again.
Look, hey, brother, whoa.
Oh my God. 400? Look at that. Whose is it? Is there an ID or?
Yeah.
Marco's using the same Henry Gondorf ID inspired by The Sting, but with updated dates. His birthday, including the year, changed, but these are fake IDs.
Oh, damn.
Jesus. Is he,
I don't know.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. All right? You with us?
I'm keeping the money. We'll split this? Oh.
Marco, you okay?
Call 911.
I need an ambulance. My friend's having a heart attack.
Screw up.
No, you did good, buddy.
You know what?
Save your breath, okay? You're gonna be fine.
This was the greatest week of my life.
Hey, Marco, buddy. Help!
Believe it or not, they shot all this right before shooting the Rolex scam in episode 4. Like Chuckles the Clown mentioned earlier, Marco died doing what he loved.
Is that his?
Yeah, I figured I'd wear it today, but I don't know. I'm not a big ring guy.
He'll become one, as that is the ring we see him continue to wear in Breaking Bad. I think it would have been perfect if Saul's Rolex in Breaking Bad was the final fake one that Marco had, but alas, it doesn't match. This extra ended up walking through the scene twice. This was the second time, and they digitally removed him the first time he walked through. Me, I choose to digitally add even more of him.
Better head back.
See you inside.
Hey. Is this Ferris Bueller?
Speaking.
I don't want to interrupt your big day off.
I'm taking the day off. Now get dressed and come on over.
Hank also referenced the movie.
Bueller.
Whatever it was, did you get it out of your system?
Yep, all gone.
Good. I want to run something by you. The Sandpiper case? It's getting too big for HHM. Howard's decided to partner with another firm, Davis and Maine. They want to make you an offer contingent on an interview. They've got a partner track position in mind.
Wait, what?
There's an office in Santa Fe with your name on it, and you'd be working on your case.
Chuck wouldn't like it.
Chuck has no say in this.
Is this like a tax write-off or charity thing?
We've been talking to your clients, the Sandpiper residents, and they ask about you every chance they get. You have a way with them.
Old people love me.
Old people love me.
Old people adore me.
Okay. So, sounds good?
Kim, I can't imagine what you did to make this happen. Thank you.
Howard's been pushing this too. We're going to be down in Judge Murray's court on Thursday at 11. The Davis and Maine people will be there. It'll be the perfect chance for you to meet them.
Thursday at 11. All right, I'll be there.
This really is St. John's Cathedral, although it's in Albuquerque. They wet the ground to make it look more like Chicago, although earlier we could see the more Albuquerque-like opposite side of the street reflected in the hearse.
On the grocery front, almost everything was right this time.
You might recognize him from the mailroom. Is Howard punishing him for saying this?
You show those upstairs jackholes how it gets.
Hey. The Granny Smith apples are a bit too tart.
Those are the green ones, right?
Right. Fuji's should be in season. It's not a major issue, but yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Ernesto. You need to write any of this down, because it's okay if you do.
You can see the reflection of a microphone with its wind muff.
Hey, Ernie. Hey, how you doing, man?
Of course Chuck calls him.
Ernesto?
When others call him Ernie.
How's he doing?
Seems okay.
In spite of everything, he still cares. And so does Chuck. Mike looks a little hurt that Jimmy didn't acknowledge him.
Davis and Maine and McGill. Great to meet you. Nice.
You're slipping, Jimmy.
This was not intentional, but here he's like Lincoln or the fake Kennedy, a dead person looking east. but now he's headed west, presumably to a new frontier as Saul Goodman. Peter Gould said he purposely mimicked the camera angles from Uno to bookend the season. The script originally had Jimmy turning around right here, and they filmed it. However, the way they edited it gave them flexibility for how they'd approach season 2.
That was quick. No charge.
Wow, that's big of Mike, considering there's no grace period.
Did I dream it, or did I have $1,600,000 in cash? No one knew we had it. We could have split it $800,000 each. Each. Why didn't we?
I remember you saying something about doing the right thing.
I don't even know what that means.
You want to know why I didn't take that money? I was hired to do a job. I did it. It's as far as it goes.
I know what stopped me. And you know what? It's never stopping me again.
Is Jimmy about to turn into Saul? When they were writing season 1, Vince was worried that Jimmy wasn't turning into Saul quickly enough. But by the time they got to this point, he worried about him turning into Saul too quickly because he was surprised by how much he liked Jimmy and how easy he was to root for. And we end with Smoke on the Water once again, a nod to Marco and an appropriate anthem for Jimmy's potential transformation. As promised, here's where we stand with all the counters at the end of season 1. And over on the right, those are the new 1-year members: Jizzy Jazz, Saner, Tricky Luck, and Swarming Languendo. I can't believe it's already been a year. Thank you so much. Now say hi to the new 6-month members: Dejected Angel, Krona, Slopsock, Tap Shoes, Sunrise Quanis, Banana Bro, Paco, Hutch the Lynx, Price, Motrix, Daniel Duke, Kirby, D. Shepard, Tanger, Affendetta, T1A, Fergus, All-Star Rider, Crawls, Guy Incognito, Arthur Clayton, Pumpkin Ferret, Holy Skittles, Nathan Farrell, The Channel 32, Skim Milk 2014, Zananer, Nexazel, Daniel S87, Javs, Juliana Krista, Quack and Kate, Occult 14, No Fail Hale, JB Leonidas, LL, and Steve Rogers. Next, I've been meaning to correct my pronunciation of Apathene. And finally, let's say hi to the new members: Sandwich, Illusio, Daniel Schoenfelder, Randy, Molten Ice, Triforce Wielder, Mining Gung, Laura Akra, Sufferin' Saint Sebastian, Judges Row, Sean Bryson, Crazy Gamer Inc., Sacy, Toxic Mist, Michael Morrissey, Man of Hoff, Clarity, Ellie, Zachary C., Star, Bean and Milk, Plod Punnington, Vaporium, Swimma, Brady Sabina, Saul Cushman, Ianicorn, Riley McDowell, Alex Backrow, Kyle the Judge, Zork 7, Lone Demon, Big Boss, Franco Ezequiel Planazio, The Scucks Family Trust, insert creative YouTube name, Kevin Martin, Roof Pizza, Stardust, Olacatrons, Guthrie, Simple Simon the Ass Man, AM, Abstract Mind, Icarus, Lucas West, Ubermeek, Sleeper, Arthur Formiga, and Pizza 1, Delta Fizzy, and Chilk. In 2 weeks, get ready for the start of season 2.
Brenda, here to see Howard.
Jimmy, he's not expecting you?
No.
Well, he's got a very busy day today.
I'll wait.
I hadn't written anything for this, so I said, Bob, just go ahead, keep scamming away.
Love that.
Yeah, right now, nobody lives there. Bunch of fish. Some of them don't even have eyes. It's down pretty low. But we're talking about land that's gonna be land. It's land to be, right? It's under the ocean, but right now it's under the ocean, but as time goes by, because of a little thing called plate tectonics, which I don't completely understand myself, but there's volcanoes, there's mountains under the ocean. It's going to rise up over time. You buy it now, 500 years, 1,000 years, maybe 2,000 years, your family is going to own some prime oceanfront real estate, maybe even a mountain. We don't know what it'll be yet. And can you imagine owning a mountain? Have your name on it, right? So that's why we're getting a consortium together. It's not going to just be you. There's going to be a piece of the pie, but you're going to own a full mountain range eventually. Well, this is all guaranteed, okay? And it'll be in the United States, depending on how the Earth's crust moves. Might be in Mexico.